we are doing a zodiac that we have not done in a long while. So, if you are a Gemini, based on the title, feel free to join on in. Or if not, and if you are a binge watcher of our channel, please be here. Because there may be even some situations and or scenarios that the Gemini might receive that could be at least or at most helpful for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what there is to do for our lovely Geminis. What shall come forth from our Geminis, either spiritually and or through our reading. Let's see. I'm getting some kind of galaxy of some sort, like a vision of a galaxy. You could be seeing the stars. You could be seeing planets. You could be maybe getting into some astrology, such as what we're doing right now, or maybe even as such as astrology of what's out there, what's in the stars and the planets in the open world. So let's go ahead and see what comes forth for our lovely Geminis tonight. Or maybe even to this morning for some of you who are in the bright and early morning. Let's see. Oh, looks like guides are really talkative today. I will take the very first card that came out. I thought I was going to take the next few, but we're going to start off with the very first card that popped out. But anyway, for you Geminis, you could be seeing the energy that is emitting from this Six of Swords. Kind of like a, maybe for some of you, maybe a hero's journey. Or some kind of galactic journey for some of you. Or maybe for a interesting select few of you, you could be in some kind of nomadic journey. That's kind of like entering some kind of pathway forward for yourself, or maybe even to gather the pathway for those that you connect with. But yeah, before I continue with the Six of Swords, we are getting some new people showing up. So thank you very much for being here, Village, and good afternoon to you. Also, we'd have who? Me? That's a really good name for you. Village said, "How's your day?" It's been pretty good. Thank you for asking. Who me did say, "Well, I've seen a lot of women doing this, but seeing a man. I'm not a boy. I'm a man. I'm a full-grown man." I'm just shaved because it's kind of around the hot part of the summer, so that's why I'm kind of trimmed down a little bit. Other than that, pathetic? Why are you calling me pathetic? Are you just clowning? So, anyway, just careful. Sometimes, sometimes the actions of clowning can actually, like, might not spark me, but might spark others of feeling attacked. So I'm just giving you a heads up because you know, I'm lenient, but however others are very uptight when they hear stuff like that. So just a heads up. Um so Village said, "Welcome in, Humi." uh no, you're not gonna get herpes, Humi. So now there may be things that may get close to herpes, but it won't be herpes. It's like, just know that some people may kind of get into like witchcraft when they hear those clowning jokes. So just a heads up. I just want to make sure that you know you do what you got to do and make sure you're safe and sound. So yeah. Humi said, "I got freedom of speech." Exactly. There's nothing wrong with freedom of speech, but just know that just pick your alleyways carefully. You know, as much as I do adore and care for freedom of speech, it sometimes alleyways can turn out for the worst. So just heads up. Um, yeah, Humi said, "Dang, you're good." Yeah. So the reason why I'm this great is that you know part of it's due to how many years I've been doing this, and also how many people up and personal that I've serviced for. So just know that this is not the only reasons why I am this great. It's just know that time and time for practice makes it extremely important. Village said YouTube has rules with words, so be careful, Humi. And Humi said, "How'd you get? How'd you?" I just want to read that carefully there. How'd you get your deck? Ah, I see. So there is the main website that this deck comes from, which is by the author of the Rider-Waite. But there is also, as well as other platforms that you can buy this from, such as Amazon, such as if any of you guys are eBay buyers, you can get it from eBay. Yeah, things like that. But the thing is that I personally have gotten this from Amazon because I was, in the search for card reading cards to get for myself, so then I can, card read for you guys, and also maybe even others that are from other zodiacs. But anyway, just so then we don't we don't end up having this feeling of stallment in front of the other Geminis out there. Let's go ahead and continue where we left off. Um, with the Six of Swords card showing up as your very first card, Gemini, there is some kind of helper that's alongside you. Maybe somebody that could be of a deep friend of yours, somebody that you care about the most when it comes to friendship. And what I mean by somebody who's there for you in a friendship way is that it's kind of like where you and that person are sincere friends with each other, with uh, kind of like no resentment whatsoever in between the two of you. But I feel like there is some kind of caring in between the two of you, where it's like you care for that person and that person cares for you. So you Geminis could either be the one on the boat, kind of just sitting down, or you could be the one standing up, rowing the boat. Either which way or stance in your situation you could be in on this situation. So, also, I am getting that like the tides are very soft, even though it's kind of wavy. It's not like uproar where it's just like heavy waves. So it's kind of like, yeah, you kind of feel that bumping around in the boat, but it's not like, where it's kind of like that feeling of, you got to brace for yourself. Or, yeah, like kind of like brace yourself for the impact of the wave hitting you. So, but like the six swords that are standing on the boat, it's kind of like your guys's, like the both of yours, boat masts, where it's just like it's like even though that there's no sails on there, I feel like there's some kind of like sigil or deep meaning within the reason why this is looking like it is at this moment. So it's kind of like, even though you may not have sales, you do have some kind of sigil, some kind of mark to show other formal people to know who you are, compared to the informal people, the people that laugh in your face, the people that act silly, the people that are the type of people that like act like a fool or act like a clown in front of you, calling you names or something like that, and like you can get that feeling of like getting frustrated or getting agitated or just like getting to a boiling point, which does happen to every air sign, that happens to every fire sign. I feel like there could be some kind of opposite zodiac sign, where it's like, wow, you're the Gemini. It could possibly be a this is not for all of you Geminis, but I would say a certain and select number of you Geminis out there that are in this corner of the Gemini field. You guys could be dealing with some kind of dark-sided Sagittarius, maybe. And I'm not saying that maybe you guys are really that connected to Sagittarius in terms of, um, you know, them being your auntie, but it's more of like maybe like a select few of you Geminis out there could have this happening. So just know that some of you could be having a bit of an issue with some Sagittariuses. But however, for those of you who are with a Sagittarius that are truly connected with them as a relationship or maybe as a friendship, just know that you guys have a decent connection, something that is worthwhile. So that's what this is representing, is like that deep connection with you guys, between you and maybe even a possible positive Sagittarius, somebody that actually does have presentable feelings, rather than somebody that hinders those feelings in terms of them hiding from more than just their rivals, even hiding from their allies and those that are close to them. Same thing with others of the zodiacs. Maybe some of you guys could be connected to a fellow air sign, such as a fellow Gemini, a Libra. Maybe for a couple of you guys, maybe even Aquarius. Yeah. But anyway, I did notice a couple new incomers. We do have Marnie. How you doing today? Or is it Marcy? Oh, Marcy. Okay. So Marcy is here. I just want to make sure I read your name correctly. Just so then there's no, you know, mispronunciations, you know. And it's okay if there is a mispronunciation. It's just more of the connection to that person that's important. So, yeah. Um, you know, us Aquariuses, we have some of the most shiniest of faces. But it's like, you know, Sagittariuses, very occasionally Capricorns, and also Aquariuses and Pisces. All four of those zodiacs have, for the most part, shiny faces. So that's what makes them special. Is that you know, Sagittariuses are the ones that are kind of um, like the gallant, like the ones that are known for you know, like upfront, kind of like a like someone that would be great for maybe having some kind of spiritual armor on them of some sort. And it's not like instantaneous. It's kind of like as time goes on and you're building on your spirituality, if there is any Sagittarius in this live right here. I do want to let you guys know that the Sagittariuses are kind of more like they're building their spiritual armor, you know, their armor of God, you know. But as you keep moving forward on the next few zodiacs, there's like, oh, how you doing? We have Ali. Yep, Ali. How you doing, Ali? Thank you very much for being here. This is a Gemini reading, and also if you are a binge watcher of our channel, feel free to join. So we do have like that Capricorn setting for some of you guys that have like that baby face appeal. You guys that have you Capricorns that may be watching in, I want to let you Capricorns know that there's like this baby face, but it's like you guys are personified by the tarot card, the devil. So I know, yeah, it does seem very crazy and dark, but you guys are very much known for like you're kind of like the starting phase of the dream, where it's like, you know, people see you and they're like, wait a second, I've seen you before. But once it moves on to like Aquarius, Aquariuses are like the utmost dreamy. We're the ones that like Aquariuses. We're kind of like the type of people that are kind of like, kind of like galactical dreamy, where it's just like you can see stars, you can see planets, you can see like the open space. Like it's just like you see that Aquarius, and it's like, you know, you guys could be like, oh my gosh, man, he like for example, if it's a guy, it could be like, man, he looks handsome. Or maybe for some of you guys that see a female Aquarius, maybe you guys could be like, man, she's so cute, or she's so dreamy. Like it's like that sound that you guys could be hearing about, or maybe even stating aloud for some of you guys. Not like, you know, broadcasting to other people, but kind of like maybe you could have like a close to yourself, but also saying aloud kind of a voice, where it's just like this pitch right here, you know, compared to this pitch. But anyway, and then lastly, there is the Pisces, the one that allows you to drift away with them, the one that allows you to be carried along with them. That's the type of babyface Pisces that these people are. And that is a reference of how these babyface people are. Like it's like very strict face when it comes to Aries, and as the time goes on, it it becomes 1 centimeter more of a baby face than it is strict face. So like once it gets past Leo, once it gets past Virgo, once it gets past Libra, that's when things start to become more baby faced, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what comes alongside the Six of Swords for you, Gemini. So, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Ali said, with a very surly or very, you know, royalesque tone. They said, "Comrade, I hope you reach 10 million subscribers." Man, thank you. You know, that actually, I would say through the channel and maybe even my presentation to you guys, I hugely appreciate that. So thank you very much for boosting up that kindness and care to the channel. So yeah, there's like there could be a lot of people maybe surrounding you, surrounding your person, or maybe even surrounding possibly a fellow air sign, alongside all that is of the element air. So yeah, I feel like there's like a lot of fallen angels, a lot of vultures, a lot of kind of like goats that are blind to God. Also, like I said in the previous live that I sent to you guys on this channel, I think it was titled the Sagittarius reading. Um, they had in their live that that I said that something about the lion was of significance in terms of if you see the you know pronunciations, like if you just like break up the word, if you say lion. So I do want to tell you guys about what I get out of that, is that the lion always lies. The lion always lies. That's what the lion does. They always yap and they always roar and never have a sense of wisdom. Then you have the ones that are much more closer to the ring. You have a snake right here, if you guys can see that. So if you guys can see the snake, that is what some of you guys could be maybe seeing, having some kind of spiritual knowing or feeling that it is around or present somewhere. I feel like it's not in you or around your energy, but it's kind of like trying to burst into your energy, like somebody or some kind of person is trying to attack you, trying to poison you. Then we have the demagogue energy, or as others would put it as, is like stone golems, like the type of energy of like, you know, what you would see in, you know, France, or what you would see in very select few places in Germany. Not all of Germany, but just select few places in Germany. Maybe even very specific places in Switzerland. You know, places that created some kind of what they had pronounced it as is like a stone or metal or some kind of alloy protector. Um, because they felt like in their culture that was the way to protect a place from evil spirits. But however, I feel like those creatures do resemble some kind of evil presence. So maybe some of you guys could be trying to spiritually clear them away from your energy, which is great. Just keep going, keep clearing away. Um, but the one energy that you guys find the most interesting is that this being right here. All these other beings tried to molest your energy, but only this being did something that others did not. Is to align you spiritually, to align you maybe even extraterrestrially for some of you guys that are of the extraterrestrial race. So anyway, that is what is coming from the Wheel of Fortune about maybe what you have gone through, or maybe what you're currently just getting through at this point. Yeah, just keep moving along until you reach that end point where you make it through the finish line fully. Because once you make it through the finish line fully, that means you, my friend, will receive a divine gift from God. Anything else to touch bases upon on the situation at hand for the Geminis? For them to take in? Interesting. So they do actually end up getting very specific about this. You guys could be seeing some kind of black cat of some sort, but this is not a witchcraft style of a black cat. This is a spiritual black cat. And not just any spiritual black cat, a spirit guide. So, you guys could be connected to maybe some kind of sunflower. You guys could be connected to some kind of Egyptian text due to the scriptures in the background. You guys could be connected to some kind of sand dunes within the Middle East. You guys could be connected to some kind of stonework or stone of some sort, or maybe even some kind of very, very particular crystal that is calling you. And it doesn't feel negative. I feel like this is like a calling that Jesus is bringing you, or a calling that God is calling you to, something that is of a higher calling, something that brings you higher clarity. Um, you see how that queen right there, since it's the Queen of Wands, you see how the queen is like looking aside, looking elsewhere? That is what maybe you could have experienced. Um, not a look away from maybe your person, but more of a look away from possibly a detrimental person, somebody that kept kneeling and kneeling and kneeling and kneeling over and over and over again in front of you, um, where it's like maybe they kept acting like a broken record, like something that just keeps replaying the same phrase over and over and over again. And I feel like you just said, you know what? I'm just gonna walk off. This is not a part of my higher being. Um, I'm gonna take my stance, take my kingdom, take uh, my throne, and I'm going to move the location of my kingdom somewhere where negative beings won't react and stand up to. In terms of, I will be the one to stand up in my kingdom compared to my rivals. I feel like that's what you're doing, is trying to um, teach these rivals a certain lesson, which is great because I feel like this is what's showing up in your energy after the fact that that happened, where it's like, once you made the action of the choice, it's kind of like, okay, well, let's see if these rivals decide to come for me, um, and um, try to reattack me after we made our move. And not only did you move the kingdom, but you also moved the energy of the kingdom. You moved the energy from one place to another in a single instant, and basically knocked off the people that were not a part of your kingdom. And it was kind of like maybe it acted in like a single poof of a moment, and this rival was like, getting agitated, getting frustrated that maybe what they did um, was still sincere, but it's like they start building up on agitation. They start building up on frustration, while you are getting yourself out of the frustration, out of the agitation, and that third party is the one that is in agitation and frustration, because they were the ones that were tossing that witchcraft onto you. So now you Geminis are teaching that person a lesson, a huge lesson. And now with this Four of Swords, that person is just going to lie there and wait and die off. That is what this Four of Swords is about, is that it's kind of like once you have done something to clear someone else's energy that is full of bombardment, full of an instantaneous hit. That person that comes through with an instantaneous hit is going to be sitting, or maybe even laying in their bed, or maybe in some kind of couch, on some kind of chair, just sitting or laying down, pondering, figuring out what they did wrong. And that was something that they needed to learn. And lastly, for the energy of what had been happening, or what has happened, is the Five of Cups. Where this third party is going to find out that they lost out on something that really costed them big time. Where once you denied this person, other people denied this person, and now they're just standing there with spilt cups and two possibilities left. All right. That is for all of you guys who want to have some kind of clarification of the past, or maybe even what had happened for you guys. Now we're going to go through the energy of what is happening, something that is occurring, something that is maybe just about to happen. Can I get that energy for the Geminis, please? Very, very instant. So we have the Seven of Swords energy that is starting that out. Mm-hmm. The Seven of Swords energy is like this energy that consists of possibly a having to deal with a clown or clownship, or some kind of circus, some kind of parade tent, some kind of jester movement, some kind of jesterous actions. Somebody that could be acting like a fool. Just know that you could possibly be walking away while a jester could be trying their best or trying their very hardest to hop away with some things of yours, or things that look as if it is yours, and they hop into a possible trap, something that ensnares them, something that catches them off guard, something that was none other than written in the stone, something that had to happen to this person, whether they take it or leave it. Can I have any other informational cards that would like to come out alongside the Seven of Swords that could further our detail for Gemini? Okay. Guess they were very, very talkative today. All right. Okay. So we have the World, which is very interesting because you, Geminis, are going to be moving into the World phase. You're going to be becoming something that has been awaiting your presence for a long time now. Something that has been calling you over and over and over now. And now you have the presence to take upon that. Do you see how all those figures on the outside are the exact same figures in the Wheel of Fortune? The exact same figures. The fallen angel that has now became a risen angel. The I would say the vulture that became the eagle, the goat that changed to become an ox, a lion who has fallen, that some point down the line changed to become, God's, given perspective of a lion, where God has, flown through the lion and bursted light all throughout the being, where the lion will no longer lie anymore, where the lion will finally understand the truth within itself, not outside itself, to the point where the lion can no longer lie, where the lion can finally now speak the truth. We also have the Page of Swords in the reverse that is also showing up. Somebody could be in the energy of wanting to swing at something, or maybe in the energy of doing the action of swinging at something. But however, they miss their target. That's what this third party does, is that they try to swing at you where they're currently at because they feel like time is running out. And that's when they find out that they are too late. Moving forward, we do have the Ace of Wands showing up too, right after the reversed energy of the Page of Swords. You could be dealing with some kind of upbringing, dealing with some kind of emboldenment within yourself, where you start to strengthen your energy. So maybe for some of you guys that may be huge on video game playing. Some of you guys could be pretty big on playing Halo out of the series, like Halo 1, Halo 2, whatever game that there is in the series. Maybe you guys could be doing that. You don't have to, but just a bit of a reference for you guys. You could hear the sound of what has been done in the mechanics of the game, where you hear the sound where your shield of your character's armor goes up, or maybe the sound of your health going up in the game. It's that very particular sound that is important for you guys. Something that could be going on in that sound, where it's like maybe even then the sound itself could be interacting with your life, showing you that you are regenerating life as it is within yourself, becoming stronger than you previously were, going from Gemini 1.0 to Gemini 2.0, becoming even greater than you could have possibly have gained. And just to know that this gift that you were given, this update within your spirit, within your life, it's a gift. Village said, Jay, I would like to know if the air sign is emotional, please. So I would say every single zodiac is emotional. It's just presented in a different way. Geminis, since they're the first air sign of the wheel, they're kind of like the only zodiac with emotion that does some kind of attachment and unattachment, where it's kind of like they are the ones that are kind of like, they not only learn how to detach from somebody, but they are kind of like trying to learn how to attach to somebody, where it's like, once they get rid of somebody that is detrimental in their life, they have to learn how to connect to somebody that is not detrimental to their life. Then when you go to Libras, the second air sign in the wheel, or the middle air sign of the wheel, they are kind of considered as like the air sign that has emotions, that are kind of like the hand of judgment, where it's like their emotions are kind of like their life's equilibrium. So it's kind of like they metaphorically gather somebody's heart, places it on the equilibrium, and places a feather of their own onto the other side of the equilibrium, and they see, okay, how does that weigh? Does it weigh lighter than the feather, or does it weigh heavier than the feather? Or if not, maybe if it is equal with the weather, with the weather. That's funny. Um, or if it's equal with the feather. But anyway, moving forward, we do have the 10 of Wands right after the Ace of Wands. Um, like I said, it's somebody that you're letting go of and somebody that you are taking in. So it's kind of like while one person is being kicked out the door, another person is being let in the door. Where it's kind of like it's kind of like you have um, a walk-through system where it's like if you walk in, you can't go out the same way. If you walk out the other side, you can't come in that same side. You know, kind of like that. And then with the Aquarius, Aquariuses are kind of like, yeah, Aquariuses can be very quiet, but however loud at the same time. They're quiet, but they're loud. Do you see what I'm getting there? Aquariuses are not to be bothered with, but also they have thoughts. That's what makes Aquariuses so special when it comes to talking about Aquariuses. And so forth, you know, Libras are so special in their own way. Geminis are special in their own way. But when it comes to the speciality of the Aquariuses, they are known for the best cutoff game. The type of people that are good at cutting off the right people at the right time. Either if they physically cut somebody off, or they do something to cut that person off. That's what makes Aquarius so special. But always know this: Aquariuses are not cold. They're hot. The type of people that are very cold are the type of people that have no value in life. The type of people that are very susceptible in lying to others. So, anyway, we do have the Two of Swords that is ending up as the final card of the present day energy. The type of energy that you could be maybe going through at this point in time, or maybe about to just get into at this point in time. This is a representation of decision. Something that you are ultimately going to decide, something that you're going to make ring loud towards other people's ears, towards other people's minds, towards other people's hearts. Village said, yeah, a friend of mine is Aquarius. She is really loud. Exactly. I would say Aquariuses are very much the loudest air sign of all, because if you mess up with an Aquarius, be ready for that loudness. be ready for that sternness. Be ready for that aggravation to come through, because once you do something that is misaligned to the higher calling, bye bye, that dream goes. So, with Aquariuses, a lot of zodiacs need to figure out, you know, what is the best way to interact with them, and what is that zodiac specifically, because the type of zodiac that you guys may be as connecting to this Aquarius, there are situations where maybe, for example, like I personally could give you an example of something that I've gone through. I'm an Aquarius, so to let you guys know, there was a Leo that kept trying to intervene with my relationships with friends and family, and you know, potential lovers, people that were sincerely close to me, that have basically turned their back on me in a turn of a dime, you know, or a flip of a dime, if you say it that way. These people really have um, listened more to the Leo compared to me as an Aquarius, because the difference between a Aquarius and a Leo, when it comes to figuring out which side between the two are right, Aquariuses are the most to be right. They're the ones that stand out the most. They're the ones that say the right things the most compared to Leos. Leos are kind of always the want to yap, want to speak, want to talk blabber, But when it comes to Aquariuses, when it comes to Geminis, when it comes to Libras, we speak a lot more interestingly than our counterpart zodiac signs. When it comes to seeing the air sign being the positive side and the fire sign being the negative side. But if the fire sign and the air sign are both positive energies, then they'll fit better. If they both are negative energies, then best be careful. If one is positive and the other is negative, still be careful. But anyway, that is pretty much everything that I want to talk to you guys about that one. Let's go ahead and go through the energy to come for you, Geminis. The energy that will be on its way. Or maybe if you put it this way, the future for you, Gemini. Let's see what comes out for the future for Gemini in this situation. Okay. So, I will say, somebody will try to try their best to move in this energy. when it comes to them trying to slay you or trying to attack you. But they'll find out that their demise is coming for them. That what they sow is what they'll reap. For their own life. And also, do you see how in this picture there's like a whole bunch of butterflies on that back side of the throne there for the king? Somebody could be crazed, could be thinking too much about the butterflies, could be connecting way too often into the butterflies. There's nothing wrong about the butterflies. I'm just saying that if you connect in too much with the butterflies, you could be in a negative space of dream. A negative space of thought. That's what this King of Swords in the reverse is showing. Is that it is like when it's in reverse, it means failure of thinking, failure of moving through energy, failure of aligning to something of their highest good. And like I said, reverse, even the reverse 10 of Cups, they're going to lose out on their dreams. They're going to lose out on their future. They're going to lose out on their plans. They're going to lose out on their perspectives. Everything that they put forth that is pertaining to you is going to be denied henceforth, tenfold. Anyway, I did get a comment from Village not too long ago. Village did say Cancer's friend, married Aquarius man. LOL. She said sometimes she yelled as well. Then he'll stop. Yeah. There are some Aquariuses that are kind of like that, where it's like the reason why we Aquariuses, and when I say we, I mean like me and other Aquariuses out there, when we say or state that we are humanitarian, the reason why we state that is because we care about very particular people. Very particular people. And when we get through that, there is another phase within us that cares about the people that that we teach to go towards their person rather than trying to have them run towards us Aquariuses. Is because us Aquariuses we're on our own field of energy, because even though that we may be strong in spirituality, The issue is that some people that are um, quote unquote trying to become our friends or trying to become our lovers are the type of people that go against God's grain, that goes up against Jesus's grain, that goes up against even, for a lot of you Muslim people out there, Allah's grain. Because as much as Aquariuses care for people, we have our particular set of real friends, real lovers, real family members. Not just family members because, they're our parents or they're our uncle or aunt or anything like that, but the type of people that are called to be such, that are spiritually inclined to be such. But anyway, let's go ahead and see anything else that would like to come out for the future energy for Gemini. So we had 8 of Cups. Not only was there the 6 of Swords out, but there's the 8 of Cups too. 8 of Cups is kind of side by side with the 6 of Swords, but since the 8 of Cups is the future energy, I do want to let you guys know that I feel like somebody's like, really really inclined, really motivated to throw you off your throne, to throw you off of your pedestal, or to throw you off of your own horse. Because they keep pronouncing your horse as like a high horse, where it's like it could be possibly a maybe some of you Geminis could be dealing with some kind of Leo, since I keep mentioning the lion here, with both the World card and the Wheel of Fortune card. But I also get as well maybe a Capricorn, possibly a Virgo, possibly a Taurus. Yeah, there's just like quite a few zodiac signs that should have never come into contact with you. Where it's kind of like once they got into contact with you, it's kind of like they put on their evil face underneath a kind smile face. So it's kind of like they show their kind smile face to the broad audience, but by the time that they turn to you and no one else is watching, they kind of like peel off their mask and kind of like show a demented face, some kind of evil action face. something that is against the upbringing of not just God, but also the entire force of light. Something that was just nothing but evil, pure on evil. Something that, should have never been in presence of you or even others. It's somebody that kept on receiving spiritual messages from God, from Jesus, from the archangels, from the spirit guides. They kept receiving more and more and more, and they kept refusing that. They kept refusing, staying by themselves and learning a thing or two about themselves. It's somebody who is gung ho on wanting to, you know, toss you off of your high horse or toss you off of your higher self stance. But the thing is that, since they have been tossing that stuff towards you, now spirit guides, archangels, Jesus, and God are now bleeding them through into what they're trying to what this third party is trying to knock into your energy, where it's like, everybody has a connection where it's like, do as if you do to yourself. Receive as you give to others. That is the biggest statement that not only just Geminis need to learn, not what only Aquarius need to learn, not what only Libras need to learn, not what Sagittarius need to learn, not what Aries need to learn, but every single other zodiac in the line frame. Every single zodiac out there needs to learn that. And even if you state that you're fine and you've already been through it, there is something to be learned still. And I'm not talking to those of which have been ordained by God, the ones that have gone through the heavy mess of it, but I'm talking about the type of people that are oblivious to it, the type of people that don't take it into consideration in their life. Didn't I tell you, Geminis? Didn't I tell you have some kind of stance within yourself that you have been ordained by God? Huge ordainment. And the thing is that so many people have pushed their way, have butted the line of ordainment, have kicked their way through on the natural essence of ordainment, Ordainment goes to the rightful person every step of the way. That is what Ace of Swords is about, is that it is ordaining the rightful people. And that rightful people could as well be you, Gemini. And to end it off, I do have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is saying that, like, yeah, you fought a lot, but now is the time to rest your head on Father's shoulders. Now is the time to let the spirit guides take over the fight. Allow them to protect you while you achieve all your greatness within yourself. And for anybody who wants to have that extracurricular, we do have the five of wands on the bottom. This is like energy where somebody could be trying to fight you, trying to fight your person, trying to fight maybe a couple of friends of yours. Somebody that is trying their very hardest to be a nuisance. And it could be somebody that is trying their very hardest to align to a empress or trying to align to some kind of emperor, either masculine or feminine. But anyway, that is what I get through the Rider-Waite Tarot. But anyway, we are going to go through our second deck for clarification, some kind of further in depth, maybe somebody who needs some kind of deeper understanding that is Gemini, or somebody that could be of, best of friends, and I really do mean best of friends with the Gemini, or maybe even somebody that is sincerely a lover of a Gemini. So let's go ahead and see what comes out with the Cat Tarot deck. Let's see here. What comes out for past energy for Gemini? For clarification. So we have the Five of Wands. Somebody could be, like I said in the Rider-Waite Tarot, somebody could be very much fighting to protect their stance, to protect their life, to protect their way of things. Didn't I say it was going to be some kind of Leo in this? Personified by the card, the Strength. This is possibly a foretellement, or foretailing. Somebody could be dealing with some kind of Leo, or maybe if it's not a Leo that you're dealing with, maybe it could be somebody that you may know of that could be dealing with a Leo, trying to clear off from a Leo, and the Leo keeps responding as a dagger in the back or some kind of demented energy. And look at that. Two of Wands. Two motherfucking Wands. Man. If you guys are experiencing this, it's either a stay or go in that situation. So you guys could be trying to connect to your person, or if it is this Leo over here in specific, or somebody that's demented, I would say they're trying to communicate to you, but that demented person is not going to get their way. They're not going to be carrying themselves the rest of the way. I would have to say Jesus is going to blast his energy through on somebody, and it ain't gonna be you, Gemini, or it ain't gonna be somebody that has been of an ally to you, Gemini, but maybe somebody that is going up against the alliance of you and a few others. Yeah, somebody that is just like demented as all heck is going to be woken the freaking heck up. Somebody is going to be slapped hard. Either if it's you, a friend of yours, your lover, or if it isn't, maybe the actions of God himself, or even Jesus. They're going to show up and they're going to be like, it is time, and the time is now. And they, shock the lightning all throughout the skies, and like thunder is crashing so freaking hard, and the waves are getting so high up, and the wind is gusting so hard, and it's just like Earth is starting to shamble and break and wobble and all that stuff. It's kind of like a foretelling of like to these people that have done wrong. It's like for what you have done wrong to others is what is now going to be done wrong to you. And that's what you Geminis could be, not the only ones stating this to this person, but also what the world is stating to this person, what the skies are saying to this person, what the waters are saying to this person, what the flames are saying to this person, what the thunder is saying to this person, what the sound of God's voice is saying to this person. Let's see clarification for the here and now energy, the current day energy. Let's see what the clarification for that is for Gemini on the situation that they're currently going through. Okay, so we have first clarification card, the Six of Cups. Somebody who wants to make claims to you, or maybe somebody that is thinking heavily about you, somebody that is curious about you. Maybe they could be in the middle of eating, in the middle of drinking, in the middle of writing on a piece of paper, something like that, and maybe they could be just like very soft-eyed looking at you compared to this Leo or whatever this demented person is. It's like the demented person is looking at you in a devilish look, while your person is looking at you with a very kind face, a very, very soft face, like they could be having a very soft smile, a very soft gaze, things like that, like somebody that really does care about you. Because they always say it is always love versus the world. Not love versus love. It's love versus the world. It is the two that fall in love against the world. Not one lover up against the other. Anything else for the Geminis for the here and now energy in this situation? To be clarification of the energy. All right. So we have Ace of Cups. So not only is it the Six of Cups, but also the Ace of Cups. Somebody could be kind of like indulging in either their own emotion or indulging in some kind of emotion, depending on what this is pertaining on. It is Ace of Cups is all about indulgement or some kind of giving of emotion for some of you. Where it's like maybe now you're starting to receive the feelings of your person. If not, maybe this could be repetitive feelings that the demented tried to give you, but however, it was not theirs to give to you. So just know that, yeah, they tried and they tried and they tried and they tried, or maybe they did, but also you denied it because you knew exactly that it was just falsery. So basically, you taught this third party a lesson after so many tries that this third party tried to kick up onto you, or maybe even towards your person. Or maybe even somebody that was of a really, really great friend of yours. Or maybe even somebody that maybe you did not know that you were best of friends with, but some point later on found out that you finally were best of friends with. You know? All right. We do have yet another interesting card that just popped out for the clarification energy, and I feel like it's the last clarification card of the present energy for Gemini is the Six of Pentacles. Or I know there are some decks out there that are a little bit different than the standard ones. Those decks might have, instead of pentacles, it would be coins, or instead of pentacles, it would be rings. So just know that somebody is trying to overflow the indulgence, trying to be a quote unquote light heart when all they ever did was dark evil stuff. But however, I would say your lover is within that scene. So just know that your person also was there to see the scene and found out that somebody played them for a fool. And I'm not talking about you Geminis playing your person for a fool. I'm saying like possibly somebody that they tried to befriend, that was like a brand new friend of theirs, may have thrown them off course, done something wrong to them. Like somebody that was just right at this very point added as a friend, or maybe a couple of days ago added as a friend. It later bit them in the butt of like don't befriend every and all people. Befriend only the people that are truly in your area, in your field, in your aura, in your energy, things like that. We have, I just want to make sure I spell that name correctly. Eru, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here. If you want to, you can maybe take a moment before we continue. You can feel free to hit the like button if you've been called to do so. You can go to the subscribe button if you're brand new and love to hear more of our content after this very live, and be able to hit the subscribe button, go to the top notification bells, and you can be notified by any future motives, any future lives, recordings, posts, things like that. We do have a share button somewhere around here, so if you are a big time sharer, you can. And Eru said 1111. Matter of fact, 1111 is actually a really good number. So, yeah. Also, if any of you are curious, there is a emoji, or one of those emotional things, sliders that you can roll around and pick what emoji you want to send. By all means, do so. I think somewhere around here, or maybe somewhere down below, there should be a heart somewhere. It should be, instead of you just simply liking this live, you can heart it. If you don't see it, there's other possible alternatives if you want to. You can go crazy on the emojis. You can comment a heart in the comment section, things like that. Or for any of you guys who have just joined, feel free to drop a comment down below. Anybody who is brand new to the channel, to the live even, things like that. Also, yeah, to wrap up this Six of Pentacles for the clarification cards, there is something about this that all of you may want to get clarified about, understand deeply about. Somebody thought it was nice to pay your person behind your back, or maybe even pay a friend of yours behind your back, or maybe even try to lure somebody that you care about behind your back. But just know that their intentions are short-lived, that their intentions are about to see a demise. So, yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and get our clarification cards for the future energy for you Geminis. If you guys want to stick around for the oracle cards, they're going to be the Archangel Animal deck. So if you guys want to stick around for that, by all means, you don't have to. If you don't want to stick around, but you do want to hear about it, feel free to join in on the aftermath of the live and comment then. But you don't have to. Just go with what best calls you, and I'm completely sure that life that you bring about in this live, or life that you bring about into your situation, for you as a Gemini, or for you as somebody who is caring of the Gemini, just know that what you do will be held in tenfold later on. Aru said, "What is my name?" My name is Jacob Palmer. So I have it right in our channel. So if you guys want to see my name, it's right there, right in the name of the channel. So, oh. Well, looks like guys do want to talk about the future heavily. Or maybe even a specific avenue of some sort. Aha! Somebody wants to be kind of quiet, but strategically quiet. Not just quiet, but strategically quiet. Which is great. I'm not saying that you should be quiet to everybody, but I'm saying be quiet to the people that are not meant for your energy. Oh, and Eru, your full name is Aaron. That's a really nice name. Yeah. There's a difference between like caring for somebody and deeply caring for somebody. Caring for somebody is just, you're helping people. You're being of a extra hand for life, for for the community that you build, things like that. But when you get further in depth about that, when you become deeply caring, that's when you take in the closest to you, the ones that are of the utmost true and honest to you. That's what the high priestess is about. Is that um, it's not to everybody, but it is only specifically for the Geminis out there. That I want to let you know that you Geminis, you could be seeing somebody that could be personified by the high priestess that is going through this energy, or it could be you yourself that is going through this energy, or if not, maybe even somebody who is dealing with this energy of high priestess. Tell me about cancer. Tell me about my cancer. Oh, career. First thing I thought that said cancer. I'm like, you got a cancer on your hands? So I'll definitely get to that. I'm gonna finish up the general reading for Gemini, and then I'll do. I'll definitely do your personal. So yeah, just give it a little bit, and I'll get to your personal. So our second future energy clarification card that came out was the Four of Wands. So it could be that either it could be this person that is clarified by the high priestess, or maybe even somebody that has some kind of connection with the high priestess, or maybe even somebody such as a fellow Gemini that you could be connected to, that could be of maybe some kind of matrimony, some kind of wedding, some kind of engagement of some sort, where it's like it goes above and beyond being just a simple boyfriend and girlfriend. So that's interesting to hear. But anyway, I do see some specific plants in here. Trying to remember. Is it lavender? I think. Is it lavender, or is it like I think it's like lavender or rosemary of some sort? But I'm trying to remember what it is. But this flower that this cat is smelling, it could be a resonance to you guys. So keep a lookout for this type of flower, because it could be of high resonance to you. It could be of a specific meaning to you. Search up this flower and see what the meaning is, because something could click for you. Something very specific can come up to you when it comes to the deep meaning of this flower, where it gives you that clarification of moving into a space where no rival can touch you. We also have the Six of Swords as well. Somebody could be trying to guilt trip you in some way, trying to toss you a feather and wiggle around. You know how like there's this cat wand where like they put the feathers on it. It could be like they're trying to lure you. They're trying to um, they're trying to do something to you, or trying to do something to somebody that you know of. They're trying to cause a lot of mischief. They're trying to cause some kind of devised plan that they've been holding for a long time now. That um, never was meant to be. Yeah, that's what I'm getting about this Six of Swords, is that somebody is going to fuck up big time. I'm sorry for that very strong word for some of you who are, you know, language. I would say language. You know, content blocking type of people. But I just want to let you know that it's gonna hit somebody hard, like hard, hard. It might hit them like a pirate. Um, Metaphorically speaking, with a little bit of an arg to it. Anyway, um, that's pretty much all that's coming out with tarot and clarification cards that I want to bring out to you guys. Maybe for extracurricular. There is this right here, the Nine of Cups, which is presenting um, some kind of acceptance, happiness, some kind of awaiting, where it's like you've attained it, now you have to wait for the completion of it. So it's kind of like, you know, you won, but it's like now it's kind of like now you have to wait for the gift to come to you. Where it's like you attained a lot of good things, now it's time for you to be given good things in return. Now there is the Ace of Pentacles on the other side of the deck. Some of you guys could be dealing with some kind of maybe somebody who has some sincere feelings to you, somebody that means a lot to you, somebody that is really and truly your only person to be with, that you're destined to be with. Yeah. We do have a comment from Aaron, or Eru, for some of you guys who weren't here earlier. Eru said, how much to charge for a personal practitioner? So there's a question that I need to figure out about your question. Is that is this about you wanting to do sessions for somebody, or is this for you to receive sessions from somebody? Or maybe if you want to be in particular, maybe sessions by me. So I would say I'm gonna hit all avenues on this one. Let me know if one of these. Let me know if any of these answers relate to your question here. But if you're wondering how much money that or expense that you want to do for doing a session for somebody, um, I would say just go with the best of your heart. I would say don't make it too expensive, but also don't make it too cheap, because it's kind of like if you make it too cheap, that means that you could be letting in some people that were never meant to take in your energy. But if you make it too expensive, you're not going to have much of a client base. If you have this part of the question where it's like, if you're wondering what expense to do for buying um, a practitioner session with somebody, um, just only go by not only with the boundaries of your money expense, but also as well as your heart. Because um, sometimes if you just go by based on only just money, you could be jumping into a session that's not really meant for you. But however, if you let your heart guide you into the spot of where you're supposed to be at, that's the way of how you should be going. Is that allowing your heart to guide you to the place of where you're supposed to be. And then there is the energy of if you guys really do want to have a session with me, and I'm not going to only include you, Aaron, on this, but anyone else who is wanting to do a session with me in person, or if not, maybe through some kind of Zoom link, which kind of curious of how I'm going to put that together, because I've not yet put that together personally, but maybe I'll do that very soon though. Try to get one up for you guys. Um, for anybody that is not local, but also would love to receive the session. Um, I would say pricing is kind of like in US dollars. It's kind of like around 90-ish dollars, maybe probably no further than $125 for the entire session. But for more of an advanced style of it, like if it gets like really, really in depth, where it goes past anybody who goes through just the energy healing, such as Reiki style, and other forms that are very similar to Reiki. There are some forms that are advanced, where it's like it is patented by the practitioner themselves, where they're the ones that are bringing about this energy, where it could even cost maybe about as much as $200 just to go through that session. But that's like when you get into the more advanced style of that energy. But for the people who are receiving in that energy field in that session. Um, just go with what your heart guides you towards, because as much interesting and advanced as these energy healings could be, um, just go with what your highest or highest could be highest, but maybe for a lot of you guys, higher self soul energy is aligning to, because sometimes it could be slightly different compared to what you all are trying to go for. So no further ado, for all of you guys that want to have the oracle put out, I'm going to go through that now. So, yep. See what comes out for oracle. So we had a card down there. It is the parrot. Parrot card. You know, this card actually has some legitimate lovebirds on here. So just know that relationship could be coming in. Connection could be coming in. So be ready for it. It says listen intently to understand. So either for some of you who are just about to receive their person, please listen intently to understand it. For those of you who already have their person in front of them, or already have their person in connection, I feel like this might not only have been a message for you, Gemini, but also maybe a incoming message for your person. Aaron said, I'm going to bed because it's nighttime here, and it's 11:45 p.m. here. There is, yeah. I'm going to bed because all right. I'm fine if it got repeated. But anyway, good night to you, Aaron, and have a good rest. And maybe you might see your personal reading in the aftermath. So take care. And I might not be too much versed into the Indian language, but I will leave you with this. Namaste. Oh, this is a 2-in-1 here. So we have the hedgehog. Yep. I will see you tomorrow, Aaron. The hedgehog, I feel like you may have a soft front face, but you have a very well protected back, Gemini. So if you turn your back and these people ponder against you, just know that you are spiritually protected. Just know that nobody can burst through your backside. Even though it may look as if they're trying to burst through it, just know that there is a very specific angle in particular that they don't count upon, that will actually bump them behind, that will deflect them, that will, show them to shut up, or to show them um, to stop acting like a fool and um, start learning from the world, start learning from God, start learning from Jesus, start learning from the Spirit, start learning from all this other stuff that they let out away from their energy so much. Then there is the elephant energy. I'm sure this is a very prominent animal within the Indian culture. So if you guys are seeing a lot of elephants, or maybe around a lot of elephants, or maybe just have the energy coming from an elephant, or have the energy of an elephant, it could be of a specific entailing of energy that could be coming to you. Something that is opening eyes. Something that you're doing is growing up upon not just you but your person. Also, even close friends of yours, even close family members of yours, even loved ones of yours, even angels, archangels, things like that. Those that really are on your side on things. They are um, they were always on your side, but they are excited that you have embodied this energy, or you took in this energy, or you received some kind of message that is coming from an elephant. So really important and really good on you, Geminis. Anything else for Gemini to pick up for this situation through the Oracle? Okay. I had a feeling that there was at least one more. Didn't I say in that Queen of Wands card there was a or Queen is it Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. There's a cat in that picture. This is confirmation. If it's not this card that's the confirmation, maybe it could be showing you that there will be confirmation coming out very soon, where you will end up seeing a physical cat that could be of a black color, or maybe something very similar to a black color, like something that is either black or close to it. Anything else left over before we wrap up the general reading? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, yep, nothing else. All right, cool. We are now through our reading for you guys. Aaron also did mention, will you come live tomorrow? I will definitely go live tomorrow. It will be a Aries reading, and it will be, oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Wi-Fi is being a little nuisance right now. So hope you guys are still hearing me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in the question that Aaron said. Um, it was something having to do with career. So let's go ahead and see what comes up. Both intuitional and also card reading structure. Um, Something is very important about your card that might come through, Aaron. There's like, yeah, great wealth, great responsibility, great stature. That's what this card that came out about your question that Aaron is showing. I hope you guys were hearing me earlier because the live was going a little wacko on the Wi-Fi connection, but hope you guys are hearing me now. um, if you are connected to some kind of fortune or um, abundance of some sort, just know that it's coming your way, Aaron. I know you're probably in the middle of getting some sleep, but by the time that you're seeing this in the aftermath, could be the moments after of this, live feed. I hope you seek this well because this is coming through in terms of lots of money, lots of stature, lots of confirmation towards what you're about to be, about to do, things like that. And we are only just going to get like 3 cards for your personal compared to the general. So then we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is kind of like thinking upon your emotions. That's what Scorpio does, is like they ponder upon their emotions, and also as well as maybe a little bit of their positive sided water sign, Pisces. Pisces could be very much heavy thinkers about their emotions. So it's kind of like Cancers don't really think much about their emotions. The Scorpios think little ways into their emotions, like somewhere midway between Cancer and Pisces. And then Pisces is like maximum, like they think a lot about their emotions. So yeah. Maybe just as like a quick clarification, maybe the Page of Swords that quickly shot up on me for a few seconds could be of a resemblance of what's going on. Somebody could be around you that's in that energy. But let's go ahead and see what your third card is for you. Wow. High Priestess. A huge card that was meant to be. That it's kind of like you have gifts. You're thinking about your emotions, through your experience, your understanding, and now you are embodying the calmness, the deeper aspect of it, of who you are, you know. But anyway, thank you very much for whatever time frame that you're listening in about this personal reading for you, Aaron, um, or uh, it's like Ain, Air. I'm trying to remember. But anyway, besides all that, on top of all that, thank you very much for all of you other listeners being a part of this, being a part of this live, listening in, maybe even commenting down below. I hope I can see your guys' comments because the Wi-Fi connection is kind of shoddy right now. But I'll do my best to see your comments after that little pause in between our full-blown feed and our comeback to feed. But anyway, just like I said earlier, this live, you can also subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you wish to be a part of our membership and the channel, do that. Go to the top notification bell so then you can see anything that resonates with you, or maybe even something that you wish to watch within our channel. There is also a share button somewhere around here. Some of you may be having it down below. Some of you may be having it somewhere off to the side. Some of you may be having it up on top. That's fine by me. So feel free to hit that share button if you wish to share to somebody that may be a Gemini, somebody that could be a fellow of yours that is also a binge watcher of our channel. And also, as well as comment down below. Go crazy on those emojis if you wish to. Even as well as go for that like button up here or off the side, or for you PC users, be down here and down below. Also, as well as there being a comment section down below, if you wish to put any questions, queries, comments, compliments, and so on and so forth that pertain to specifically our channel, and maybe even things that you maybe have a question about that you like have to answer. Also, there is some posts that I'm going to be putting up at some point very soon. They're going to be all about a very particular special event going on August for holiday. So if you guys celebrate the holiday happening on August, feel free to attend this post. Also, there will be a post as well off the side of that is going to be all about the ending of July, of what your feeling is about the year that you've gone through so far is. It could be, a smiley face, a kind of like a standard face, kind of like a not happy nor unhappy. It's kind of like somewhere in between. And then also there is the upset face, kind of like frown face. Then there is the option for some of you guys that will be kind of like if you don't want to answer, but you also do want to participate in the post, you can, but you don't have to. But anyway, that is just for you guys to engage with if you feel like you want to have something to interact with that is more community based, where it's like you can communicate to your fellow watchers, maybe fellow Geminis, fellow Sagittariuses, whatever zodiac that it is that you connect with, or the zodiac that you are, things like that. So I hope all of you have a good one. Love and light to y'all. And as always, peace.